Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports. KBEK Sports. 95.5 FM. The free downloadable mobile app. Video coverage via YouTube stream. And brought to you in part by the Milaca Football Boosters. Live from Claffey Field in Milaca, it's time for Wolves football.
And welcome back here on the pregame. Andy Beckstrom here with Coach Tallberg and kind of getting set for tonight's homecoming matchup. And first and foremost, Coach, before we get too much into the team, walk me through a week of homecoming for a football coach. Is it anything different than anything else, or is it just a lot of chaos?
It's a lot of chaos. You know, you got our kids who they're talking about the powder puff game because our kids, the senior kids, coach the senior girls, and then you got the juniors coach the junior girls. You know, and I want them to enjoy that kind of a thing. It's a great experience for them as well. You know, and then we have our big pizza fest that's on a Wednesday night that starts at 5 o'clock when we're out there having practice, and there's people showing up and things like that. And then when you have a couple kids that are up for the homecoming coordination as well, you know, it's a busy thing, and we try to make sure you keep the kids focused as well, but we want them to enjoy the experience as well too.
Absolutely. I'm sure it's probably got to be a little challenging with all of the stuff that's going on throughout the course of the week. Do you get tied into a lot of the other, because there was home games pretty much all week long is what my understanding
Yeah, we had a junior high game on Tuesday as well, and then there were some home volleyball games that I want them to go support the other athletic programs as well. So yeah, there was a lot going on.
Definitely a busy week out here for a homecoming week. Always fun to be able to have a lot of, former players, former staff people coming back into the area
definitely.
too. Getting a little bit more into what's going on tonight, leading into the game tonight, had some struggles, had some successes. Walk me through kind of like where your mindset is and kind of what you're looking at of like what you've accomplished so far, or what some things you're looking to try to accomplish.
It was big for us to get a win last week. We left some points on the field, where we got stuck inside the 10 a couple times and things like that. And we just keep preaching to our kids, we've got some good players and stuff, but we can't afford any mistakes. We're not a good enough team to have a fumble or to have a penalty to recover from it. And we just telling our kids we got to take this one play at a time and just worry about that. And that's all we can manage at the time.
On the other side, you come into tonight with a team that's Albany. They're coming off of a loss, but still 3-1 and one of the better teams in state.
Yep.
What do you know about them so far?
They're a well-coached team, and they got a lot of good athletes on their team. We're in a passing league with them this year and last year, and we know that they got athletes, and it's going to be a tough game for us, but hopefully we get our kids in the right position to slow them down a little bit and just go after it that way.
I'm sure we'll talk again, in weeks as we go along, but right now looking towards, we're kind of at that middle ground of the season. What are you looking for to improve upon through the rest of the year? Do you have some goals set, or just continue working?
We really haven't set any goals. It's just, from week one, our goal is to make sure we get better every week. And you know what? I think our kids have done that and stuff lately, and even in practice, we're starting to see kids where they're remembering what they're supposed to be doing. They're remembering their responsibilities and stuff like that. And that's all we can hope for with these kids, and just coach them the best we can.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining me here during the pregame.
Okay, thank you.
We'll come back and get things kicked off here very shortly here on KBEK.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
YouTube Online, Q Media Sports Online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Milaca. Glad you could join us for tonight's matchup. Again, homecoming week for the Milaca Wolves and the Albany Huskies. Going to be a great night of football out here on the airwaves, out on YouTube. Glad you could be a part of tonight's broadcast. We got our homecoming court off to our right down in the end zone. Of course, a handful of them are going to be out on the field, as Coach Talberg spoke about during the pregame, that some of them will be part of the actual game and the homecoming court at the same time. So a lot kind of going on for a couple of those young men out here for tonight. Coming into tonight's matchup between these two squads, Albany comes in at a 3-1 mark. They're coming off a 21-14 loss to Piers and a very dramatic score at the very end that ended up being the loss there for the Albany Huskies. One of the better teams here about midway through the season. Coming into today's matchup, kind of flipped that the other way. The Milaca Wolves are 1-3 on the year. They did get the win last week over the top of St. Cloud Apollo, 8-6. Scoring has been kind of a premium here for the Wolves. That's been part of the issue. They have run into some problems losing some of their games. They were feeling pretty good about the matchup against both Watertown Mayor and Little Falls, but just couldn't get any scoring to happen, and losing both of those games at 34-8 and 26-14. But they've had some opportunities. They just have not been able to push the ball across the end zone. Of course, Coach Talberg talked about they have to play clean football to be able to have a chance throughout the course of this game and really all through the course of the season. As they get their starters announced out to the crowd, they are all set to go out there at midfield, getting the last little bit of hype going and the last little bit of instruction going. The Wolves will kick to start this game, so it'll be Albany that will receive off to our right here at Claffey Field, the essentially north end zone. It's more northwest-ish, but still pretty far north, pretty much north. We'll call it north just to make life easy, I guess, to a certain extent. The Wolves are getting set to kick. Wolves come out to be able to kick this ball off. Teeing that one up is going to be Landon Fullerton. Fullerton does so many different things for this squad. Albany set up back there at about the 15-yard line, not expecting a terribly deep kick. This is not quite the kicking game that Milaca has had in years past. As we get set for the opening kick. 12 minutes up on the clock. First quarter of play, Claffey Field. Fullerton to the ball, and we are underway. Low line drive kick is going to be taken at about the 22-yard line. Returned up the right side. A little bit of running room to work with, bouncing it to the outside. That's going to be Brandon Zenman. He's going to try to get it to the outside. He's going to get across midfield. And he's going to be in Wolves territory, so a pretty good return there for Albany to start things off. So the 41-yard line is going to be where they're going to have it, 1st and 10. Salzer is going to be in the gun. He's got a wide receiver split each side, 2 of them actually off to his right, and he's got a running back to his left, and we get our first flag of the night. Popping out there is going to be on the Huskies, our first call. Cohen Haben. As we get the play call in from the sideline, 5-yard penalty. He's going to move it back a little bit. It'll be back to the 46-yard line. I think I said Haben. It's going to be actually Griffin Lang. Correction, Lang's in the backfield. Back to pass. Pass is going to be deep down this near sideline. Wide open downfield is going to be Braden Justin. And he's going to zone, but a big-time up-top shot there by Albany. And they get the first down deep into Milaca territory. First and goal here right off the bat. Their first play was a offside. Second play, a up-top shot. Cohen Hobbin will be under center this time. Takes a snap. He's going to hand off. Going off left side is going to be Wesson. And Weson's going to go into the end zone on a short yardage drive. So just an 8-yard run. Pretty quick touchdown there. But they are very good, very talented. They're going to go with a 2-point conversion setup as they spread things out all over the place. Now they'll shift into a more traditional type of offense. They are going to get set for the extra point. Hunter Becker is going to be the kicker. Snap, spot, kick is up and appears to be good. It is. And it is a 7-0 start here for the Huskies. We'll have the Albany kickoff when we return back here to Milaca on YouTube Online.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Back here in Milaca, 3-play drive. Scores it for the Wolves. They go right down the road, get it into the end zone for a touchdown, a little 8-yard run. Extra point is good, and that's the 7-0 lead for Albany. Set to kick it away now is going to be Connor Plumsky for Albany.
Nice return, nice pass, touchdown run, Randy. Pretty quick drive. Yeah.
So pretty solid overall. Dylan Holfarth with the return. A offsides or a false start rather, and then followed up by a deep shot and then a touchdown. So pretty effective and efficient, just taking 40 seconds off the clock as the ball going to be kicked down, take a couple of hops. It'll be taken, scooped up at about the 14-yard line. Working back up through the middle and to about the 29-yard line. That Fullerton or Totsky number was kind of small there on that far side. So Milaca is going to come out with it now. They're going to get set. Cramlett is kind of their do-everything type of guy. Fullerton is very, very important. He'll rotate through those two guys at quarterback for the most part. It's going to be initially Cramlett. He's back to pass. Fires over to the far side. Correction, that's... Yep, that is good. Cramlett. He's going to get that one complete over to the far side. So first down pass for 5 yards. Able to get that one out there. Up to the 35-yard line. 5-yard gain on first down will bring up second down and 5 for the Wolves as they come to the line. Single setback is going to be Riley Moody. I formation correction. Hand off on the far side. Riley Moody, a little bit of running room. He's going to get to that second level, be wrapped up and spin his way for a first down. Wolves be able to move the ball and keep that offense on the field. Keep that ball moving is the name of the game. Scoring has been kind of a issue for the year, and I think that they have some of that stuff kind of sorted out a little bit, get it figured out, and they can get an opening drive score. That would go a long way to having some good, solid confidence for this young ball club. Wolves come to the line. Fullerton under center. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation behind Fullerton. He's going to fake it. He's going to option pitch over to the near side. Moody tries to cut that ball up. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. Not a lot of running room to work with, but able to get out there, so no gain on the play. So the Wolves come to line now for their 4th play on this drive. Got a first down on their last 2nd down. See what they do here now on 2nd 10. Bramlett under center, and no call on that one. It looked like Moody moved in the backfield a little bit. He rocked forward pretty hard, but he's going to let that one go. So he'll blast his way through that offensive line, pick himself up about 4.5, not quite 5 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and a short 6. They do need the Husky 49 for a first down, so it does have about 6 to be able to work with. Pair of wide receivers come over to the near side. Soren Hasselberg by himself on that far side. Wing right with Cramlett under center. And now we got a false start on this near side as Fullerton took off a little bit early. Fullerton, one of their best players, trying to be able to get a little bit of a movement, trying to anticipate that a little bit, and gets himself caught on a penalty. Drake Haas is in the backfield. As he play comes in from the sideline. Cramlett will instruct it out to the troops, and they'll break the huddle and come to the line. Schmitz wide on the near side, a pair of wide receivers on the far side. I formation. Haas the up man, Moody the deep man. They're going to pitch it to the far side. A little bit of running room there for Moody, trying to be able to get back up to the line of scrimmage prior to the penalty, and that's going to be about where he's going to have it, about the 45-yard line. So it's going to bring up now about 6 yards for the first down. It'll be a 4th and 6 just shy of midfield. No, it'll be about 4th and 7. We'll call it 6.5 is what we'll call it. It doesn't look like quite 7, but it is pretty close to that. So we'll see what the Wolves decide to do. Looks like they're going to bring out the punt squad and get set to kick it deep. Braden Justin back deep. Ball's going to come over this side. Nice spiraling kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 23-yard line. Justin works his way over to the far side. He's got a little bit of running room, looking for a block, and he's going to get tripped up about the 40-yard line as we get a flag come flying in from the secondary. One of the Wolves gets up and comes off just a little bit slow. He's going to come over to the sideline and be attended to by the trainer, Nicky. Vincent Scanzala comes off, hands his helmet away, and not sure what he was limping a little bit, but comes off and just gets set over on this near side. So it'll be a penalty on Albany. Ball will be on the 17-yard line now for the Huskies. They got the whole field to work with now. They scored on 2 plays, technically 3 if you want to count the false start penalty. 8:01 to go here in the first. Going to be a handoff on the far side and tripped up. A pair of Wolves come in to be able to make that tackle. I thought there was a flag that came in late on that far side. I think it might be in the area of almost may be a face mask. It looked like he maybe got him around the shoulder pads, but we'll have to wait and see what the call is. Oh, it's going to be a horse collar. So I thought he got him around the shoulder pads. It looks like he did. It just was too much around that horse collar area, and you're going to get that call. And so that'll be a first down now for the Huskies. Haben going to keep it himself, runs over to this near side, running it to the outside, a little bit of running room. He's going to turn it upfield and try to be able to get a block. He's got a blocker out in front of him, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds finally at the Wolves' 33-yard line. We do have a flag out at about the 41-yard line. So waiting to see what that one's going to be here. See what the call is here. I'm going to move that one back. Be blocking the back there by Albany, so it's going to move the ball back, but it's still going to be a first down as he had such a huge gain. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 49-yard line. So the Huskies come to the line now. They got 3 wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hobben's going to hand the ball off, bouncing over to the near side. Now cutting it back up through the middle. Plumsky tried to be able to get a little bit of running room, just 2 hands up. Ball his way past a couple of people. Almost a little bit of dodgeball type of running there, bouncing off a few people. Ball's going to be just short of a first down, pickup of 8 on the play. Just a single wide receiver out to the far side, offset eye behind Haben. Haben back to pass. He's looking for that solo receiver on that far side. It's going to be Justin going deep. In the area was Hasselberg, but it's going to be brought down there by Justin. What a catch there by Justin, being able to just go up over the top of 2 defenders. Hasselberg did a good job reading that one and coming across the formation. He came from that free safety position over the top, but just couldn't quite outleap Justin, and Justin was able to get up there and be able to make the play.
Ball is marked at the 12. Allen.
And so the ball is going to be just short of the 10-yard line, so it'll be a first down. That's going to be wide open to this near side, and just walking in with that one is going to be Brady Reuter. So Ryder with the run. Walks in on 4 plays. So now snap, set, spot, and the kick is good, and that'll be a 14-0 lead here for the Huskies. We'll have the Husky kickoff once again when we return back here to Milaca on WCMP Online.
Mike Nelson's Auto Glass is a family-owned business for over 30 years, providing fast and reliable service for all auto glass. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass can even calibrate vehicles equipped with cameras to make sure all safety features work after the windshield is replaced. Best part, free mobile service. Yep, they come to you and offer lifetime warranty on their workmanship. When your windshield shatters, call the one that matters. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass at 320-983-6270 or check them out online at MikeNelson'sAutoGlass.com.
KBUK Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here for the broadcast of tonight's homecoming game for the Milaca Wolves. They now trail 14-0, 6:22 to go here, first quarter of play. The Huskies have scored on both of their possessions, one a 2-play drive, and this last one a 4-play drive, capped off by a 12-yard run. Biggest things are a couple of big-time plays to be able to bust things open a little bit. First one was a up-top shot going deep to Braden Justin. Long run by the quarterback Haben, as well as another deep shot to Justin. And then the 12-yard walk-in touchdown. Play fake going one direction. Justin came out the other direction. And an easy walk-in there. Ball's going to be kicked down. It's going to be taken by the Wolves inside the 20-yard line, about the 15. It'll get out to about the 30, and that's where Totsky will be tripped up and brought down just short of the 32-yard line. We'll mark it the 31-yard line is where we'll mark it down. That's where the Wolves will have it now, their second drive. They punted on their first drive. 6:15 to go, period number 1 here. Wolves and Huskies out at Klafka. Quarterback goes under center now. Cramlet's going to kind of take a look and get set. Going to take that snap, fake the handoff, tries to keep it himself, tries to work off that left side, but that was blown up immediately, and there were Huskies in the backfield before he could do anything. And it'll be just a short gain, maybe even lose a yard. It'll mark it back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it 2nd down and 10. Milaca tries to get that little option play going. That one was more of just a fake handoff and then just a keeper going to the outside, but nobody falling for that one as the Huskies able to blast into the backfield. Handful of those guys, pretty big bodies along that front line there for Albany. Inside handoff comes over this near side. One guy we've been really impressed with is Nicholas Van Heel, 6'4", 200 pounds, and he is built like a Division I receiver. But he came up the line just a little bit too far on that play as the Wolves able to get inside that a little bit. Pick up about 2.5, almost 3. We'll call it 3rd down and 8 now for the Wolves. See if they can protect the quarterback and be able to get something going. Moody, the deep man on the I formation behind Cramlet. Pair of wide receivers off to the left, one over to this near side, back to pass. Blitz is on. Quick throw to the far side. It's going to be just a little bit too deep on that far side for Soren Hasselberg. The rush was on, and so Cramlet had to get rid of it in a hurry. He was able to get that ball out there before he went down, but unfortunately the ball was out of his hands before Hasselberg had really even gotten out of his break. Didn't really give him a good chance to be able to get there, and it's going to be another punt situation for the Wolves. Justin's going to head back. He'll be the lone setback. He'll put his heels on the 30-yard line. Ball dropped on the snap. Fullerton's going to keep it himself. Gets out of one, tries to cut up field, and he's going to be tackled well short. He's going to get it at about the 30-yard line. And so a tough play there for the Wolves, and Fullerton got folded up a little bit. And that's kind of a tough loss there, as he's kind of the go-everything here for the Wolves. Check on him. We'll step away. We'll be back here to Claffey Field on KBEK Online.
Everybody loves a small town feel, and with York Excavating, you get just that. They are a 4-generation family business serving central Minnesota and beyond since 1955. Digging done right, from small dirt projects to big excavating projects to trucking and materials. They truly can handle it all while playing in the dirt. So what are you waiting for? Get that project done right with York Excavating in Milaca, where there is no job too big or small for York Excavating. Check them out online at yorkexcavating.com.
Parcel Real Estate knows there is no greater journey than the one to purchase or sell commercial real estate or a business. CEO Sam Johnson can provide you with commercial sales, investment sales, landlord-tenant representation, and business sales. Parcel Real Estate is a full-service real estate and business brokerage firm providing services in central Minnesota. With his do-whatever-it-takes work ethic, this is a business decision you won't regret. Find Sam Johnson online at A.
Deep shot here for the Huskies, and it's going to be knocked away at the very end there by the Wolves. That's going to be Thiessen making a beautiful play on defense. That ball was underthrown just a little bit, allowed Thiessen to be able to get a paw up in there as they tried to go up top once again. I believe that was Justin going deep. They tried to go over the top, but Thiessen, who's been really good back there for the Wolves, in some secondary action here for this squad. They're going to hand the ball off. Bouncing it to the outside there is going to be Allen. Allen's going to try to get all the way to the edge. He's going to turn it upfield and finally shy of the 10-yard line. So potential to be able to get a first down, but a good pickup there by the Albany Huskies. So Hobbin's going to come to the line now. He's got a single set back in the backfield with him. He's going to run the option over to the near side. Runs it to the outside all the way over this near side, and touchdown, Plumsky. So technically it's an 11-yard touchdown run. But Plumsky only about a yard of that at the end. 4:05 of the first quarter. Now it is 20-0 already. Out to kick is going to be Becker. Snap spot kick is good, and it's 21-0 in favor of the Huskies. Timeout on the field as the Huskies score once again. We'll come back with their kickoff here on KBEK Online.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Moms and basketball players and broadcasters approve. Kettle River Pizza, some of my favorite pizza. May end up having some of that a little bit later on tonight. We'll have to wait and see what I end up having for dinner. I don't know. Life of a broadcaster, try to get a little snack before the game, but don't really have normal dinner really ever out here at the ballpark at about 5 o'clock tonight, getting everything set up. Chat with Coach Tallberg before the game and get things all squared away to be able to bring you the sights and sounds of tonight's matchup. 21-0 is the lead for the Albany Huskies here. 4:05 to go, still in the first quarter. The Huskies have been on offense. Ball comes down, hits about the 30-yard line, and almost goes out of bounds. It also sat in kind of a danger zone there. Totsky had to dive in after that one just to be able to smother that one as Davies was coming down for Albany. That was kind of in no man's land where it almost was recovered by Albany on just a deep kick. So that ball does ultimately, so what happened was the ball didn't go out of bounds, but when Totsky slid up, he was partially out of bounds, which is kind of a little known thing. You'll see that in the NFL every so often where the return man will basically stand with at least 1 foot out of bounds and then essentially illegal touch it. And it counts as out of bounds kick is really what it boils down to. And so they move the ball up to the 35. So the Wolves have it, and they also get a few extra yards out of the deal. So their three drives, 30, 31, and 35, they haven't been able to do much of anything. They've caught a couple of first downs, but haven't been able to get this offense really rolling at all. Moody's going to get it. He's going to work his way to the outside, try to cut the ball up on that far edge, and be able to get a few yards. He's going to be up across the 40, close to the 43-yard line. We'll mark it at the 42. Bring up his second down and 3 here for the Wolves. Pretty good run there by Moody as he's able to get outside. It's been tough running through the teams against this Albany squad. As we talked about before, their defensive line is absolutely tremendous, and it's been hard to be able to throw the ball and do much inside against this team tonight. They're going to hand the ball off up the middle. It's going to be a Wolves first down as they plunge up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Drake Haas on the carry. He's going to get to the 46. That'll be a first down. And as I mentioned, the Wolves, a couple of first downs, but they got to be able to put it together for a full drive. That's something that Coach Tallberg talked about during that pregame interview, that they got to be clean, and they have been clean tonight. So I've been pretty impressed with how clean they have been. He's got to continue to do so to be able to put some points up on the board here on this drive. 2:50 to play here, first quarter. Gramlett with the handoff. He's going to try to go up the middle, and Moody tripped up in the backfield, had really nowhere to go on that one. Hunter Hoffarth able to get into the backfield and bust that play up. Loss of about a yard, 2nd and 11 with 2.5 to play here in the first from Claffey Field. Glad you could join us for the broadcast tonight. Wolves come to the line. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation behind Cramlett. He'll take that snap. He'll drop back to pass. Pretty good protection here for the Wolves. Over the middle for Hasselberg, just a little bit too tall. He got hit as he was throwing that ball, but pretty good protection there for the Wolves. They were able to get a nice little pocket around him, allow for that play to develop downfield, that in cut there at about 15 yards. But the pass just a little bit high, sailed on him a little bit as the rush started to get into his face. He couldn't really step into it to keep that ball down. So the incomplete pass brings up now a 3rd down and 11. They'll put an extra wide receiver to the far side. That's going to be Fullerton. Fullerton's been quiet tonight. He was injured for a minute in a previous play. Now they're going to do a little screen pass on the far side. Toski's going to get up across midfield, get to about the 49-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down, but the Wolves into Albany territory. Minute and a half to play here in Milaca in the first quarter of action. Wolves face a 4th and 4, and they look like they are going to punt. Justin's going to head back. They're going to fake this one, go up the middle. Got a couple of yards, trying to fall forward. It looks like he's going to be short. They needed to get to the 44-yard line. They got to about the 45-yard line. I like the bold call because you got to try to get some momentum going somehow, somewhere. So may as well go ahead and get after it. They tried to go through on it and just not able to get through that middle very well. Again, I like the call, but just not able to get through on that one. So Albany will have it now at their own 46. Hobbin, hands off, coming over to the near side. A little bit of running room now for Ryder. Ryder's got blockers out in front of him. Cuts it back towards the middle of the field. Ball's on the ground, and I think Albany got it back. Wolves are pointing their direction, but I think Albany got it back. They had a lot of people in that area falling on the ball. But that's the first time we've had a ball hit the ground tonight. And Albany able to maintain possession. So they're going to mark that ball now about the 32-yard line of Milaca. 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of action. 21-0 in favor of the Albany Huskies here on homecoming for Milaca. Quick handoff going up the middle and a little bit of running room. That pile just keeps falling forward and forward and forward. So ultimately contact made almost immediately, but that line of scrimmage being moved back, it was already about 2 yards into the backfield, or into the defensive backfield, before there was any contact, just where that line moved. So Albany definitely winning the battle of the line of scrimmage. Hobbin's going to hand off. Plumsky's going to work his way to the far side. He's got a good road grader out in front of him. Able to slip one tackle, gets his way near the 10. He'll be just shy of the 10. It'll be a first down. He had Zachary Gruber out in front of him, 6 foot, 205 pounds of offensive tackle coming your way. And he's going to be just shy of the 10-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 10 when we return as we go to the other end of the field after one quarter of action. 21-0 in favor of Albany. We'll be back here to Milaca on Q Media Online.
Rail Heating and Air Services, all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. Rail Heating and Air is a Trane dealer offering new installation and replacement with Trane furnaces and air conditioners, always providing free estimates for replacements. Right now, Rail Heating and Air is offering furnace clean and checks for only $89. Yes, only $89. Give Rail Heating and Air a call today at 320-260-2124. That's 320-260-2124.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Nice 95.5, Andy Beckstrom on hand. Q Media online on YouTube tonight. You get a look at the Milaca homecoming court out here at Claffey Field as we switch ends for Albany as they run out there now with they are going to call it a 1st and goal. I thought it was going to be 1st and 10, but nose up to the 10-yard line. They're going to give them 1st and goal from there. Talked about it being homecoming. Got a little glimpse of the homecoming court there for Milaca down on the north end zone where Albany is now threatening. Hobbins going to be in the backfield. Shotgun set. He's looking to the end zone. It's going to be thrown to the end zone. Touchdown, Albany. Pass complete to Carter Wesson. And now it's going to be a 27-0 lead for Albany. That's going to be at 11:54. Becker for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up and good. And it'll be a 28-0 lead for the Huskies. We'll come back with the Husky kickoff once again back here in Milaca when we return on Q Media Online.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Are you tired of the same old low-quality meat? Want to know where your food comes from? Check out Milaca Meats. They're your local butcher, dedicated to providing you with the freshest, most flavorful meat raised and processed right here in central Minnesota. From juicy steaks to savory sausages, they've got it all. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just looking for a delicious weeknight meal, Milaca Meats has you covered. Visit their retail store or order online today. It's meat the way it should be. Milaca Meats, from hoof to hook to you.
Milaca Meats, one of your Milaca sports boosters. Want to appreciate all of them for jumping on board, being a part of it. Stones Throw Golf, Yard Excavating, Rail Heating and Manufacturing, among many, many more. I do like going over to Milaca Meats. I work here in town normally for a full-time job, and Milaca Meats has a little lunch specials, so go check it out on Facebook and other social media to be able to see what they have for options, and a lot of really, really good stuff just for fresh-made lunches over there. Not just going to be frozen and fresh stuff. It'll be fresh cooked stuff to be able to bring and eat for lunch, which is kind of a nice little thing there. DeMarcus Hakes on the return, able to cross the 25 to about the 26-yard line. That's where Milaca will have it. They've been right in between that area, 30, 31, 35, and now 26. So they haven't had great field position, but they've also been outside of the 25 the entire time. So not terrible at the same time. As the Wolves come to the line. Ramlett going to take that one. He's going to hand off the right side, and a little bit of running room to work with there. Hawes will pick up a few yards. Call it 2nd down and 7 now, 11.5 to play here. First half into the second quarter of action. Usually they have rotated quarterbacks between Cramlett and Fullerton, but it is going to be all Cramlett, at least so far tonight. Cramlett, little swing up pass out to the far side. Was dropped initially, but being more of a lateral type of pass. Moody had to fall on that one. I think he's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage. The official on that far side called it an incomplete pass. They're going to call that one an incomplete pass. I thought that one was moving backwards as well. Just because it's overhand does not mean that it's a forward pass. And just because it's underhand doesn't mean that it isn't a forward pass. So it'll be incomplete nonetheless. 3rd down and 7 now for the Wolves. They're going to run a couple of wide receivers over to the near side. Single one off to the right side. Offset eye behind Cramlett. He rolls over to the near side. Looks downfield. He's pressured. Throws it up the middle. He tried to hit his receiver Haas in that area, so no grounding, but really nowhere to go as he wanted to turn the corner and look upfield, and he had Gruber right in his face. And just nowhere to go with that one. And not necessarily nowhere to go, because there may have been somebody down there, but he didn't have time to be able to set his feet with that rollout. He kind of rolled right into the wheelhouse of Gruber among many others, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 7. Wolves faked the punt on the last one. They're going to come after it this time. Cramlett able to get that one away. Maybe taking about the 43-yard line. Justin works his way over to the far side, cross midfield, across the 40 to the 35, and going to be run out of bounds about the 30-yard line. That's where the Huskies will take it over once again in Milaca territory. Their starting field position has been pretty good all night long. Milaca 41, their own 17. Milaca 30, their own 46, and now the Milaca 30. Three out of their 5 drives starting in Milaca territory. This is the second one at the Milaca 30. Hobbin, he under center. Going to put a man in motion. He's going to hand the ball off. Nope, fake it. He's going to go deep. Justin is wide open, and it goes in and out of his hands. It's going to be incomplete. Correction, that's going to be Jake Buttweiler instead of Justin. Buttweiler didn't have anybody within about 8 yards of him. That play fake was really good. I was not the only one to fall for that one. That's a tough play as they were able to get over the top on that one. And he was wide open and hit him right in the breadbasket, and it just slipped through the fingertips. So shotgun set now, 2nd and 10 for Hobbin. Hobbin puts a man in motion. A little jet sweep action. They're going to hand the ball off going on that far side. Allen trying to cut that ball up. He's going to have a 1st down and a little bit more. Call it maybe a gain of 16. It'll be inside the 20. See where they mark that one down there. It looks to be about the 14-yard line. $9:48 to play here in the second quarter. Still the first half of play between Milaca and Albany here on KBEK Online. Q Media number 2 on the old YouTube stream. Glad you could join us wherever you may be. Offset counter handoff over to the near side, cutting it back upfield and walking into the end zone, Dylan Hoffarth. Able to get in from 14 yards out. And it's going to be another touchdown there at 9:28. And so far on 5 drives, they are 5 for 5 on scores. Snap spot kick. Swinging along that far post, but able to sneak it inside is Becker. And it is already 35-0 with 9.5 still left to go in the first half of play. We'll come back to Claffey Field
for the Husky kickoff when we return on Q Media Online.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Burnett Dairy Propane, one of our Q Media sponsors. Want to thank them, as I mentioned, and all of the different sponsors up and down the line. 35-0 your score. Talk about Burnett Dairy Cooperative overall. Burnett Dairy Propane is obviously the sponsor there, and very good to be able to have them on board. Personally, for me, though, I am all about the Burnett Dairy retail store and being able to get some of that cheese curds and cheese whips and so many other things over there at Burnett Dairy. Kick's going to come down to Hakes. He's going to take that one on the run. Tries to work his way over to the near side. Gets to about the 25, and that's where he's going to be lined up and tackled. And now we start talking about maybe some of the rotational players here for Coach Tallberg. I mean, you don't want to go completely to your bench, but at the same time, 35-0 in the 9:21 to go here in the first. Maybe another drive or so, before you start maybe trying to not go straight to everybody, but maybe you start rotating in a couple other people. One of the first games that we talked to Coach Tallberg, we started talking about the deep running room, the running back room that they have, and maybe bringing in a couple of them, maybe a couple of different wide receivers. But it's all going to start up front with how they can protect the quarterback here in Milaca. Cramlett's going to hand the ball off up the middle as Haas has his hands up, looking for some sort of penalty on this near side. Didn't see what it was, but he was looking for something. No flag will come. Be a gain of about 2.5, maybe not quite 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Wolves. Wolves to the line now. Cramlett under center. Takes a look at the defense with 8:46 remaining here in the first half. Pitch to the far side. Riley Moody trying to be able to get the edge. He's got some speed going around that far side. Cuts it upfield, and he's going to have a first down for the Wolves up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice little space on that outside. Again, we talked about that interior and winning the line of scrimmage, and right now the Wolves are, I think, mostly using that interior as kind of the body blows to be able to just kind of get those linebackers to stay for an extra step, as they've been able to prove that they do have some speed getting to the outside. But you got to be able to freeze those linebackers for just an extra step to be able to give them a chance. As now up to the line it comes. It's going to be just a straight sneak. Cramlett rumbling right through the middle. Just pushing right through that middle of that defense. Appeared to be open there for the Wolves, and Cramlett took advantage. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4 as the play comes in from the sideline. Assistant coach and offensive coordinator Eric with the call. Working in conjunction with Coach Tallberg and numerous other staff members on this near sideline. Cramlett under center. Wing left. Haas the fullback set there, and he's going to get the handoff, and not really anywhere to go on that one. He's going to lose probably 2 yards back to the 40, so it'll bring now a 3rd and 6 instead for the Wolves. Try to maybe be able to get a little bit off the ball, try to be able to catch him off guard a little bit, but nothing doing on that one. 6:45 to play here in the first half. Cramlett Under center, he's going to pitch to Moody. Try to be able to get the edge. Cut it upfield. Spinning in midair. He was lifted up and kind of spinning there. See if we got the instant replay. He got the pitch to that outside as he comes right into frame there. Kind of spinning a little bit up in midair, but he's able to push his way forward and be able to get close to a first down. Now it's going to be kind of a tough decision here for the coaching staff. As in a way, it's kind of, you got nothing left to lose. You had 35-0 with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. If you're going to try to be able to get a yard, now's the time to be able to do it. Albany showing all-out blitz as they got everybody right at the line, 8 in the box. They're going to pitch it, trying to get it to the outside. Moody being run down from behind. He's going to end up losing 5 yards, and they're going to turn it over on downs once again. I like the aggressive play. Got to go after it, but just could not get the edge. We talked about trying to be able to get speed to the outside, but this time run down from behind by Reed Molzoff and others. And for the third time tonight, the Wolves give it up on downs, one of them on a fake punt. So the Wolves try to go for it and try to be able to pick up that first down, trying to be able to get just some sort of momentum going on their side of the football field. But dominant, up now 35-0 with 5:39 left to go in the first half. Hubbard rather, hands off going up the middle. Plumsky about a 3-yard gain will bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Huskies. Likely a pretty rapid second half. We'll see. We've seen this last week where Moose Lake Willow River and Hinckley Finlayson, a game that I was doing, the decision was made by the coaches at halftime to just decide on a 5-minute third quarter and then a 6-minute fourth quarter in lieu of running time. Ultimately, they did get above the 35-point mark. A little bit of running room to the outside, trying to get to the end zone, and a touchdown from 37 yards out by Dylan Hoffarth. And Hoffarth able to get outside. Thought he was going to run out of room along the sideline. And somehow he's able to hold that edge all the way down. Extra point now, Becker. Snap spot kick, up and good. And once again, the Huskies back on the board. 42-0 here for the Albany Huskies over the top of the Milaca Wolves. We'll come back with the Albany kickoff when we return here on Q Media Online.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Back here in Milaca, 42-0 as the ball comes down inside the 10-yard line, and it got by Hakes. He went back after it, and he's going to get out to about the 10-yard line. So kind of a tough road there for Hakes as once it gets by you, you got to go back after it somehow. And then come back out with it. So 4:39 to go. Wolves are going to have it at their own 10-yard line. They got forever to be able to go in front of them. We'll see what the Wolves are going to be able to dial up again. They'll have the homecoming court and everybody announced here during the halftime break. 4:39 to play here in the first half. Handoff here by Moody, and he'll take a little bit, but it looks like he's going to lose maybe a yard or two. Be second down and 12, and 4:22, still a fair amount of time left to go on the first half clock. Wolves will come to the line. They'll put a wide receiver out to the near side, one to the far side as well. Moody behind Cramlett under center. They'll hand the ball out. Moody able to make a little juke move through the middle. He's got a little bit of running room now. He's going to be across near midfield. And a huge run there for Riley Moody. Get a look at that on instant replay. As he took that handoff up the middle, you see him just bounce it to the outside. And again, that's that speed we were talking about. He wasn't able to get that speed going enough to be able to get outside for that first down on the previous possession. But this one, a beautiful play there by Riley Moody. Able to get some pretty solid yardage on that one. Wolves are going to get it up just shy of midfield. We'll mark it at the 49-yard line. Gave a sideline warning as there must have been either a coach or a player that was standing in that little official box. Albany showing blitz, and Cramlett's going to keep it himself and able to get past that first rush and then just tries to make something out of it. So he just starts churning those legs and pushing that pile. Call it a gain of 2 here for the Wolves. 3.5 to play, and Wolves would like to be able to hold on to the ball, at least be able to get out of the half without Albany having the ball again. Obviously, you want to be able to come down and score, get a little bit of momentum going here. But if nothing else, I think the name of the game is just to keep the ball out of Albany's hands. The rest will kind of take care of itself to a certain extent. Handoff Moody. A little bit of running room, tries to fall his way forward. And he'll pick up another 3 yards. It'll bring up about a 3rd and 5. Call it just short of the 46-yard line. The back of the ball at the 47-yard line. 2:43 to go here in the second quarter of action. Wolves come to the line. Looking to try to be able to pick up yet another first down. Likely going to go for it on 4th down at this point of the game. Under center is going to be Cramlett. Pitches to the far side. Moody looking for a cut lane. He cuts it upfield. Flag comes in from the backfield. See what the official says. A lot of the time in the backfield like that, it's going to be holding. But Moody had a little bit of running room to work with. We'll see what it's going to be. It's going to be a chop block on the Wolves. So it is still going to be on the Wolves. It is still going to move backwards. So what was going to be a 3rd and 6 and maybe back to the line of scrimmage instead is going to move back to a 3rd and 20. Mark that ball back to the Milaca 39-yard line. And 3rd and big time here for the Wolves. Wolves are in a position to be able to, whether they picked up a first down, go for it on 4th down. Try to be able to almost be able to run out this first half clock. Try to be able to score, obviously, but at least not let Albany get it back. Now they got a little bit of room to work with as it is a 3rd down and 20. Cramlett back to pass. Able to throw it over the far side. He was kind of hit as he threw, not by one of the Albany players, but the line had been pushed back into him just enough that he wasn't able to get much on it. Nick Schmitz had a little in cut, but just not enough room to be able to step into a throw to be able to get that one out there. And with the incomplete pass, minute 57, the Wolves are going to have to punt. 4th and 20 is a little bit too aggressive to try to go for it on a 4th down there. Fullerton set to kick here for the Wolves. Snap. Nice high tumbling kick. It'll bounce at about the 38-yard line. Take a little bit of a Milaca roll. Get inside the 35. It'll be touched up by Cramlett there at the 35 or the 34-yard line. And what the Wolves were kind of hoping to avoid as the Albany Huskies are going to have it now at the 34-yard line with 1:49 to go and all 3 timeouts. And I don't know that they're necessarily going to run the 2-minute drill, but we'll have to see if they try to go up top. They have been very efficient on offense. They haven't really had too many long extended drives, but Wolves have been kind of hard-pressed to be able to get stops against this offense. Allen will get the handoff going over to the near side. He'll get up across the 40. New quarterback out there is going to be number 16, Griffin Romeling. So 6-yard gain brings up now a 2nd down and 4. Clock will continue to roll as Albany does not use a timeout. I think they're probably content with the clock running out as well. They're going to try to run things, and if they score, they score, but I don't think they're going to try to use timeouts to get themselves in that type of position. Have to see what they decide to do as Wolves take an eye out there now on defense. Handoff's going to go over to the far side. Carter Wiesen gets to the outside. A little bit of running room. It'll be a 1st down up across the 45 to the 40-yard line. So a nice run there by Wiesen to be able to get across midfield into Wolves territory. 45 seconds remaining. Again, we'll see how quickly they try to start pushing the envelope here a little bit. Try to be able to get some points. They're going to hand the ball off at the middle and a little bit of running room. Not a whole lot there. Judah Allen with the carry. 30 seconds remain in the half. Close to a 1st down as they get up across the 35 to the 31-yard line. 18 seconds remaining, and Albany's just going to walk to the halftime break, content with their lead of 42-0. Halftime here in Milaca. We'll come back and we'll recap the first half of action and get you set for the second half when we return back here in Milaca at Claffey Field on Q Media Online.
Life's busy. Quick Trip makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Trip today.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Milaca football is celebrating over 120 years in the making. This started back in 1903. At this time, the Milaca Football Booster Club would like to do a special shout out to some of their sponsors. Our Alpha Wolf sponsor is Milaca Meats. Local legend sponsors: Parcel Real Estate, Jort Excavating, Will's Lawn Care, G. Edward Schramm Foundation, First National Bank of Milaca, Shack Boys, Rail Heating and AC, Viernick Farms and Diesel, Quick Trip, and Extreme Coating Epoxy.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle in Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Pine Technical and Community College is turning 60. Are you an alumni or friend of the college? Join us for an all-class reunion and the grand opening of our brand new Tech and Trades Labs, Friday, October 10th. Reconnect with classmates, explore state-of-the-art learning spaces, and celebrate 6 decades of changing lives in our community. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 10th. In PTCC's brand new automotive lab. Details and RSVP at pine.edu/60 years. See you there.
Life moves fast. Quick Trip keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Trips, here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Back here in Milaca, Andy Beckstrom on hand here at halftime here between the Milaca Wolves and the Albany Huskies. It's been a tough night here for the Wolves as on defense, not able to do very much at all. It's been kind of a brutal night for them to be able to kind of get anything going. It's just one of those kind of nights that you see happen every so often, and you try to do everything you can to be able to prevent it, but Albany is just a very, very good football team. It's not to take anything away from what the Wolves have been able to do over time. It's such a tough matchup here for these squads here, as they just have a hard time being able to match up against a team like Albany. Such a very, very good team here for the Albany Huskies. They score on every single possession except for the last one. They ran out of time on the last one, and so that's where we are at halftime. 42-0 out here in Milaca. First one, just a couple of plays, ends up being a up-top shot over the top as they get a nice long pass from the quarterback Haben to wide receiver Justin to be able to make that big gain and then an 8-yard touchdown run to be able to get that one in. Extra points have been good all night long. Second play, only 4 plays, 12-yard run by Plumsky. Or no, Reuter on that one, apologize. Plumsky had the next touchdown run of 11 yards out on that one. Followed up by a 10-yard pass, Haben over to Wiesen. Wiesen had a couple of touchdowns there. Hoffman with a 14-yard run, Hoffarth with a 37-yard run. And then the final drive ended up with just timing out on the field as Albany was content just to go to halftime. The other side of things for Milaca, their drives went like this. Punt, giving up on downs on a fake punt, giving up on downs, and another punt. So it's been tough sledding for the Wolves. They have a handful of first downs, but they just have not been able to get a lot going on offense. Again, just a tough night, being able to try to control that line of scrimmage, and that's really where it starts for both squads. If you're Albany, you want to just keep doing what you're doing and be able to dominate that line of scrimmage and just let the clock run out. It's a lot of points to try to be able to put up in a half with a team that hasn't been able to score against you at all yet so far. And if you're Milaca, you got to figure out a way to be able to win some of those battles up front. We did see some of them be able to be pretty effective when Moody was able to get some yardage outside or be able to get some blocking up front to be able to get some nice cutback lanes inside. Those are the plays that they're going to need to be able to find a way to recreate often in the second half. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a tough night, and we're going to have running time going forward. Halftime here in Milaca as we work our way through the ball game tonight on a Football Friday. It is homecoming week here for the Wolves. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about the homecoming court when we return back here to Milaca on Q Media Online.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water? Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water. Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace? Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey, guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand? And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Felling Trailers, Brenny Transportation, and New Flyer. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and bronze sponsors Falcon National Bank, DeZurich, KCED, Metalcraft, Manufacturers Alliance, and the Minnesota Department of Labor and Industry. More information available at cmmaworks.org.
Media Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in Milaca at halftime as homecoming festivities continue. They had their court announced out to the crowd. As I bring up the court here, including Isaiah Jutton, Lane Wario, Landon Fullerton, Carson Redberg, and Kaiden Black. The two guys, Fullerton and Redberg, were in the locker room, so they were not out to escort their respective pair out onto the track, but they were led out by different family members. The other side of things, Taylor Christensen, Taylor Bachhoven, Jayana Bolt, Claire Chalberg, and Elena Sluice. I believe Elena Sluice was the queen. I did not quite catch who the king was. I think that it was Landon Fullerton, though, because it was Sluice was out here with her dad. So it was one of those two boys that went as a king on that one. So I'll try to see if I can't track that one down and be able to maybe have a conversation with them at some point in time. Halftime here in Milaca as we work our way through tonight's matchup here on a Football Friday. Coming up next week for the Milaca Wolves, they're going to head over to Foley to take on the Falcons. They're going to have one more home game. That'll be the MEA week against Piers. Otherwise, they have Foley at Foley at Annandale, and then home against Piers, as I mentioned. Piers taking down Albany. Albany's next matchup is going to be at Little Falls, who Milaca has already played. Then they'll have a home game against New London Spicer before they finish up at home against Foley. So that's how things are going to shake down as we work our way towards the latter stages of the season. We got 4 games in the books already, 4 left to go, including tonight's, and really only 3.5 as we are at halftime of tonight's Friday night football matchup. 42-0 in favor of the Albany Huskies. We'll come back and recap more of the first half and talk a little bit more about what the Wolves need to do and get you set for the second half of action. We return back here in Milaca on Q Media Online.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you.
At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate, Milaca's hometown team, would like to wish the Milaca Wolves athletic programs at all levels a fun, safe, and successful season. We are proud of our local school and the kids and young adults who participate in sports and extracurricular activities of all types throughout the school year. Our Hewitt-Jackson Real Estate team of agents would like to say thank you, Milaca, and go Wolves!
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora. Are ICAR certified and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Trip for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later or, for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Trip's got you. Food's here.
Milaca's Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Milaca's Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
YouTube Online. Glad you could join us for tonight's broadcast. My name is Andy Beckstrom here for the Q Media Sports team. Glad you could be a part of tonight's broadcast. A tough one tonight here for the Milaca Wolves here on homecoming night as they trail 42-0 here at halftime. About to start the second half. Quick check of some of the other games going on around the area. Halftime, Pequot Lakes up over Pine City 28-0. And then in another game, Cloquet up over Mora 14-0 in some other local. There on Nice 95.5, he's in Mora. And Ethan Game Day Gilman is over in the booth in Pine City for that matchup as well. If you're looking to find out what game we're going to be at, just head on over to the old website, WCMPradio.com broadcast schedule. And be able to find out more on KBUK website. You can also find it there as well. KBUK.com/broadcast schedule has a list of the games right there on the page. All of them are going to have what they're going to be on, whether it be on YouTube or on 95.5. The Pequot Lakes Pine City is going to be on 106.5 FM. And video, my game, as well as the Cherry and Bram game, also just on YouTube. But each of those games, you'll notice, are underlined. That is going to be a direct link to the respective YouTube feeds. So if you're watching this game looking for a different one, that's how you'll be able to find out what one you're going to be able to go to and how to be able to find the game you're looking for. We're just about set for the second half kickoff here between the Wolves and the Albany Huskies. See what the Wolves can come out with as they will receive the second half kit. This time it's going to be Emmett Rushmeyer going to kick this one deep. Ball's going to come down. It's going to take a little skip bounce and be taken by the Wolves over to the far side. Hake's got a little bit of running room. He's able to get across the 35, about to the 40-yard line. So a little bit of life here for the Wolves to come out of the halftime break. We'll mark that one up to the 43-yard line. By far the best starting position for the Wolves. Prior to that, it had been the 45, or the 35, I should say. So we'll take an eyeball out at some of the changes. It appears to be most of the same starting offense. Cramlett under center, Moody the deep man, same wide receivers. Hasselberg is the wide out on this near side. Moody's going to get that handoff, try to work off the right side. think forward progress maybe got him a yard or two, and then he gets pushed back rapidly. As we try to kind of keep an eye on this sideline with a handful of different players that might be able to get some playing time. It's the time of the game where maybe you get the first possession with a lot of the same starters. As I think Albany has already changed some of the players out there, rotated some other people in. Handoff's going to go up the middle. Nope, they're going to pitch it up to the outside. That was a quick pitch, and Moody almost got the edge, but he's going to be run down right in front of the Wolves bench. Getting out there, Allen, as well as Trevin Wolitz, able to track him down. Bring up a 3rd down and a long 8 here for the Wolves. We'll call it maybe even a 3rd down and 9. So I don't know if there was a different time that was put up on the board. Double reverse here. Fullerton trying to come through the line. He tried to squeeze it through a pair of linebackers on the far side. And he's going to be short on the play, trying to be able to get that little double reverse. Decision was made by the coaches to be able to knock 4 minutes off. And so I talked a little bit about the game with Hinckley and Moose Lake last week, but the agreement tonight is to go with 8 minutes for the 3rd quarter. Right now at 42-0, it'll be running time no matter what they do in the 4th. Snap comes back, and it's going to be booted by Fullerton. Nice spiraling punt. He does have a really nice punt that comes down, and that's going to be about the 40-yard line, and that's where Albany will take over once again. They'll have it there at the 40. They've been in Milaca territory more often than not. Only had a couple of possessions in their own territory. This one will be in their own territory as well. The first half they had 7 possessions, scoring on 6 of them. They just ran out of time on the other one. They didn't necessarily not score. They just let the time wear out, let the clock wear off. But otherwise, they were in Milaca territory for half of those, and actually 4 out of those. Handoff's going to come over to this near side, and trying to be able to get a little bit of running room is going to be Noah Davey. You don't see number 50 as he gets the handoff from Griffin Roling, who was taken over at a quarterback position. I think for some of the fans that are out there, and not to get singularly focused, but you start looking at different things on the lineup, and you start looking at who's going to be where, and I think that probably one of the names, we'll get to that after this play, as Romeling hands the ball off, going up the middle, and not a lot of running room, but a little bit there for Reed Molzoff. The pile is going to be pushed forward just a little bit more, be able to get a few yards, but not a lot doing there. But it was enough for a first down, as it was just a 3rd and short. As Wolves are rotating different bodies in there here pretty rapidly. Trying to be able to get a lot of people some playing time. But I think that one of them that we're kind of keeping an eye on is going to be right here in the middle. I don't know that I'll be able to get too focused in, but 36 right there in the middle is Annabelle Gothman. She has been a dominant force on the basketball court. She's also a tremendous running back and linebacker for the sophomore to the JV team. It was for the freshman team last year, so she's got some talent and got a chance to maybe play tonight. She played, I guess, one of the other games earlier this year and did play a game last year, so wouldn't be the first time, perspective, be able to get playing time at, I guess you could say, a skill position. We'll have to wait and see what happens here as the game wears along. 3:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter as the Albany Huskies try to hand the ball off going up the middle. They need a yard, and they're going to be awfully close to a first down. It's right down the line, and they are going to call it a first down right there at the first down marker. So they will move the chains up once again. So a first down now at the 35-yard line as the Huskies come to the line. Romling's going to hand the ball over to the near side. Trying to cut that back up field. The other direction is going to be Zenzen. A little bit of running room there, but not a ton. But again, that line of scrimmage, you talk about not having a ton of running room. It looks like he doesn't have a ton of running room because he's brought down, not a lot of yards after contact, not a lot of yak yards, I guess is what you would say. But the thing is, the contact doesn't come until about 3-4 yards deep into the linebacker level. And so it's that initial push up front that has been so dominant for Albany pretty much all night long. Pitch over to the near side, trying to be able to get some running room. Molzoff going to get right up against the edge of the Milaca bench, and that's where Fullerton's going to run him down and knock him over. So he's going to be short of that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Did stay inbound, so the clock will continue rolling. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Albany Huskies. Huskies to the line. Romling, he's going to run a little option to the far side. Tries to cut it upfield himself. Late pitch. I thought he was on the ground on that one, but he got the ball out, and it's going to be Molzoff that's going to take off with it. I thought that he was almost on the ground. Maybe he was still falling down. He wasn't all the way down. He somehow got that ball to squirt free, and he took 2 different defenders with him on that one. And it's going to end up being a first down here for the Huskies as the ball now down to the 10-yard line. And so a pretty tough run there by the quarterback, Griffin Romling. Able to get that pitch away before actually being down on the ground. Romling under center. Going to fake the handoff going to the outside. It's going to be handoff, a little trap inside to Garding. Get a little bit of running room there. We'll call it about 4. Bring up a 2nd and 6. Going to be 2nd and 6. It was just outside the 10, so they do have an opportunity to be able to get a first down before scoring. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Romling under center, hands the ball off right up the middle once again. That pile continues to just turn and push. And a short gain of about 2. Market a 3rd and 3. Ball is about the 4-yard line, so they just need the 1-yard line, but they might just get it in the end zone before that. They will have to run a play as we do have 43 seconds remaining on the third quarter clock. Again, shortened by 4 minutes. It was only an 8-minute clock. Decision by both coaches. Little miscommunication up the middle. Going to be pitched over to the near side. Big loss in the backfield. As eventually finally brought down. But Romling, he was trapped on the little option play again. And Zenzen ended up getting the worst of it as the pitch came and Zenzen just tried to make something out of nothing, but he was corralled in the backfield and pushed back. Ball will be at the 9-yard line, so it'll be a 4th down and 9. So a chance to be able to maybe get a little bit of momentum. If nothing else, some pride here for the Milaca Wolves. Be able to stop them on a drive. So far, the only drive that they have not scored on at all was a drive where the clock ran out. And speaking of the clock running out, there it just is on the third quarter. And we move our way now to the 4th and final quarter of play here in Milaca. 42-0 is the score in favor of the Albany Huskies. We'll come back with the 4th and final quarter of play when we return here to Milaca on Q Media Online.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds cool.
Every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here in Milaca, Claffey Field, Andy Beckstrom on hand. 8-minute fourth quarter is what we're going to go with for the 4th and final quarter. I think this is maybe kind of in lieu of running time, as now it's going to be a field goal try on 4th and 9, or 4th and 8 from the 9-yard line. And it's going to be a field goal attempt now for Hunter Becker. Snap is very high. They're going to have to just fire, and run everybody out there over to the near side. Ball lofted to the end zone, and it's just out of the reach of the intended receiver there. Nicely done there as he kind of busted play, and everybody runs to the end zone. Lang was out there, had a little bit of a step, but the ball just a little bit out in front. Brady Reuter, the holder, was able to make a nice play, being able to just catch that one. It's going to be an ineligible man downfield. They're going to wave that one off, and it's going to be a turnover on down. So the Wolves hold strong. They get that one down, and so the Wolves will get it back, but they're going to be in tough field position at their own 9. And so the Wolves will come out with it, looking to try to be able to build something here on offense now as they're able to get a stop on defense. See who's going to be out there. Looks to be Riley Moody still in the backfield. Cramlett's going to hand the ball off, trying to bounce it over to this near side. A little bit of running room, trying to be able to punch through there. Wolves almost maybe kind of thinking now that they just want to be able to get some points on the board here for homecoming. Kind of what they're trying to be able to do is Cramlett gets the play call coming in from the sideline. Wolves come to the line now. Schmitz and Cramlett, or Fullerton on the near side, Cramlett under center. Looking to try to be able to hand off, go up the middle. He's going to be close to a first down, and they are going to give him the first down. It's going to be up across the 18. We'll mark it to the 19. It'd have to be the 19 to be able to get the first down, and so they are going to give him the first down. So first down for the Wolves. Get some cheers here from the fans, the faithful that have stuck with the game tonight. 6:40 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. I formation behind Cramlett. He's going to take the handoff, hands to the up man. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Tries to cut into the middle of the group there and tries to be able to kind of rush that one forward a little bit. Not a lot of running room there, but able to get some little space to be able to weave this way and back, this way and that way. He's going to get about 9 overall on the play. So we'll see what the Wolves dial up here now on a 2nd and short. They've not put the ball in the air at all here in the second half. Well, they did for one play. They haven't really needed to, but we'll see what they do. They're going to hand the ball off the right side. Met in the backfield, but second effort, Moody, I think, able to push that one forward for another first down. That one's going to be up to the 30-yard line, and a first down here for the Wolves. 5.5 to play here in the ball game. Wolves continue to rotate players in kind of here and there, being able to get some various looks out there and just maybe get some additional players some playing time.
We appreciate you joining us on your Friday night. Glad to be with you if you stayed back in Albany. Working in the fields. Stay safe.
Wolves to the line, I formation, 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side. Option pitch comes over to the near side. Now Moody going to cut the ball upfield, runs over one tackler as stepping up on that one. Evan Rothstein tried to step up on him but went high on him. Moody runs right through that tackle, and with the help of another Husky, he's able to get brought down, but not before he picks up 6. Brings up a 2nd and 4 now with 4:40 to play here in the ball game. Wolves will come to the line now at the 2nd down and 4. I formation behind Cramlett. 1 wide receiver each side, wing left. That set. Handoff will go up the middle there for Moody. He'll have a little bit of running room to work with and get another first down up to the 40-yard line. So the Wolves starting to kind of churn and be able to get the ball moved upfield, as now we see Brock Thiessen, who's played some pretty good safety tonight, comes in on offense. He'll move his way out to a wide receiver position. We kind of keep an eye on some of the players rotating in, as I mentioned. Cramlett still under center. Also out there in some wide receiver positions are going to be Schmitz and Hasselberg. Cramlett. Long count. He's going to fake the handoff. A little option over to the near side. Able to get that one to Moody. Somehow be able to keep that one up in the air. Falls forward for a gain of about 5 up to about the 45-yard line. And now another player. Let's see who this one's coming in. We have Riley Larson. Number 7 that's coming in. It's listed as Cramlett, but Cramlett's 10, who's under center. So it'll be just various different players rotating in. We'll try to get as many of those names out there as possible. Moody's going to blast his way off left tackle, left guard and tackle. A lot of running room there, and he's going to pick up 10 and another first down here for the Wolves. Now with 2:50 to play in the ball game. Another first down here for the Wolves. So 1st and 10 now in Albany territory. Cramlett going to take that snap, hand the ball up the middle. Haas has got a little running room. He's into the secondary, rumbling, and he got loose. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown for the Wolves. So a long extended drive ends with a long run there by Haas going up the middle. He did not want to go down. He got tripped up a couple of different times, but he's able to keep his feet, and he's able to score the first points of the night for the Milaca Wolves. Wolves are going to come out now, set for 2-point conversion, try to see if they can be able to add to their total. They're going to throw the ball over to the near side. It's going to be behind one receiver, but it's going to be right on the money to the other receiver. It's going to be caught by Riley Schmitz for the 2-point conversion. And the Wolves on the board here in the 4th. So Cramlett to Schmitz, the 2-point conversion with 2:20 to go in the 4th. The Wolves now on the board. Wolves will kick out for only the 2nd time tonight. See the group that they bring out there. Similarly, some various different players. Special teams are always the trickiest because it's a large group of players that maybe don't normally play, but you want to make sure you still get all 11 out there and in the right lanes. Kind of a tough thing to practice as far as who comes in for any type of backups or additional players. You almost need to have them just offense and defense. You can practice that a little bit more and a little bit better during the regular week of practice. So I wouldn't anticipate too many new faces out there for that. Wolves set to kick. Fullerton's going to send this one deep. Lob kick over to this near side. It's going to be taken by one of the up men. That's going to be Emmett Rushmeyer. Works his way over to the near side. He's going to be run out of bounds in front of the Wolves bench. We were going to get a chance maybe to see Annabelle Gothman, and there she is heading out to a linebacker position. Not very often you see a female take the field, and she is going to head out there to be able to play a little bit of linebacker here for the Wolves. 2:15 to go here in the 4th quarter. So the Huskies come to the line. Again, Roemling going to try to pitch the ball over to the far side. Ball's on the ground, and the Wolves are going to get it. Handoff was intended there for Wyatt Soneker, but some miscommunication. They didn't quite get it, and Wolves are going to keep that basically that same entire group out there on offense. Bjorn Hasselberg, I think, is going to be calling the shots here for the Wolves. And we are under 2 minutes. I don't know if the Wolves took a timeout to be able to slow things down a little bit, but you see offensive coordinator Eric Ty tapping helmets, making sure they got 11, making sure they got enough people out there to be able to get a play run. 100 seconds to be able to finish this ball game here in Milaca. As the Wolves come out, be able to get set up. So Hakes will be the deep back. Bjorn Hasselberg, Annabelle Goffman is going to be the up. She gets the handoff. And Annabelle Goffman with the carry. And that's a kind of a huge thing there for the Wolves. Kind of a fun deal to be able to have that. Something you can say that you don't say very often. 1 minute remaining here in the ball game. Goffman again, the up back there, kind of in that fullback position. Hasselberg under center. 3 wide receivers set. They're going to fake the handoff. Hasselberg cuts it upfield, tries to fall forward on 2nd and 8, and it'll be now a 3rd and 8. It was 2nd and 9, but got about a yard, so we'll call it 3rd and 8, maybe almost 3rd and 7. So 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. Maybe one more play here for the Wolves. We'll see what they come up with. Hasselberg hands to the deep man, Hakes. He's going to go over right side, get up to about the 30-yard line, and I think that might do it. We got 12 seconds remaining. I don't think they're going to get another play off before the end of this ball game. That looks to be the end of it. Wolves starting to line up for this one to be able to get the handshake line out at midfield. 42-8, your final score in favor of the Huskies here on homecoming night for the Milaca Wolves. We'll come back and start our post game from Claffey Field when we return on Q Media Online.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Men's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Men's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Stones Throw Golf Course, nestled along the scenic Rum River in Milaca, is open to the public. They are owned by its members, so every decision made is made by golfers for golfers. Stones Throw Golf Course challenges the serious golfer with a thought-provoking layout, while at the same time relaxing the casual player with its wonder and scenic beauty. It's more than a golf course. It's memories made with family and friends. 18 holes of golfing bliss on some of the best greens this side of the Mississippi. So schedule your tee time today at StonesThrowGolf.com. Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
KBUK Online, Q Media number 2 on the YouTube stream. Glad you could join us for tonight's ball game. 42-8 was our final score in favor of the Albany Huskies as they come to town and really dominate this game from, shouldn't say beginning to end, but pretty much the entire first half. They didn't score at all in the second half. Matter of fact, they gave it up on downs on their only possession that they had in the second half. Wolves had it a couple of different times. They gave it up, I should say they actually had it twice. Gave it up on downs, and then they fumbled on their first play. So not a lot doing in the second half, but I don't think a single starter played at all in the second half. Wolves did punt it, and they ended up running out of time there on the final drive, just ran a handful of plays just as time was wearing down. But they did get a touchdown there as Haas got the 46-yard run, 2-point conversion with Cramlett to Schmitz in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Coach Tallberg had some comments there for his squad there in the end zone. And then, of course, Captain Landon Fullerton with some discussion there as well. And now they are set, and the rest of the friends and family are making their way out onto the field to be able to kind of discuss things and talk about how things went for the game and how, just friends and family. That's what homecoming is all about, is bringing people back into the area and everything like that. And so kind of nice to be able to see a lot of people to be able to make their way out onto the field. A lot of fans stuck around throughout the course of this game. Tough game to be able to stick around for sure. We'll continue here on the post game as we work our way through here on a 42-8 final. We'll be back at least one more time here at the ballpark.
Hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Mike Nelson's Auto Glass is a family-owned business for over 30 years, providing fast and reliable service for all auto glass. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass can even calibrate vehicles equipped with cameras to make sure all safety features work after the windshield is replaced. Best part, free mobile service. Yep, they come to you and offer lifetime warranty on their workmanship. When your windshield shatters, call the one that matters. Mike Nelson's Auto Glass at 320-983-6270 or check them out online at MikeNelson'sAutoGlass.com.
Everybody loves a small town feel, and with York Excavating, you get just that. They are a 4-generation family business serving central Minnesota and beyond since 1955. Digging done right from small dirt projects to big excavating projects to trucking and materials. They truly can handle it all while playing in the dirt. So what are you waiting for? Get that project done right with York Excavating in Milaca, where there is no job too big or small for York Excavating. Check them out online at yorkexcavating.com.
Parcel Real Estate knows there is no greater journey than the one to purchase or sell commercial real estate or a business. CEO Sam Johnson can provide you with commercial sales, investment sales, landlord-tenant representation, and business sales. Parcel Real Estate is a full-service real estate and business brokerage firm providing services in central Minnesota. With his do-whatever-it-takes work ethic, this is a business decision you won't regret. Find Sam Johnson online at parcel.properties today.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. a true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Rail Heating and Air Services all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. Rail Heating and Air is a Trane dealer offering new installation and replacement with Trane furnaces and air conditioners, always providing free estimates for replacements. Right now, Rail Heating and Air is offering furnace clean and checks for only $89. Yes, only $89. Give Rail Heating and Air a call today at 320-260-2124. That's 320-260-2124.
KBEK Q Media Online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Milaca. I want to thank all of our Milaca sports boosters and sponsors all the way up and down the line. List of those include Parcel Real Estate, Quick Trip, Timmer Implement, and many, many more. You see them right there on the screen. Can't say enough about what they've been able to do the last handful of years, bringing you all these Milaca football games and trying to kind of expand with the volleyball and maybe some of the other sports as well. As the Milaca Wolves fall tonight to the Albany Huskies 42-8 on a Football Friday homecoming edition here in Milaca. Tough night out the ballpark here for the Wolves, but at the same time, you got to still kind of take the positives that you can out of the ball game tonight, as they were able to still get the score. They were able to get a couple of stops there late, be able to get some things going, maybe with that second team, but at the same time, be able to still do some of the things they wanted to be able to do tonight. Albany's just a very, very good team. I mentioned before, they're ranked 12th right now in the QRF. Very, very close and marginal final touchdown that ended up giving them a loss last week to Piers. And Piers now looms really large on the Wolves schedule, as that'll be in a couple of weeks on MEA week on a Wednesday back here in Milaca. And Piers is going to be a very tough matchup here for this Milaca Wolves squad that hung the L on Albany. And Albany, I would figure they're going to be in and around a section championship when all is said and done here in the postseason play. So it's kind of hard to be too upset. I mean, you never want to lose, and you never want to lose big, and you never want to have a night like tonight on a homecoming night. But at the same time, you go out there, you play the games, and it's just a tough ball club. I always say it's always frustrating. Anytime that I've ever played, it sucks when you lose, but you got to be able to accept when you get beat, when there's just a team that's just a little bit better. And Albany's a little bit better than a lot of teams out there. So nothing to hang your head about at all. I think that the Wolves got to be still pretty positive about some things tonight. They didn't turn the ball over at all. They had minimal penalties throughout the course of the game. There's a lot of things that could have went wrong against a team this good. But I give a ton of credit to Coach Tallberg and his staff being able to have the kids ready tonight. And I think that the team played quite well tonight overall. Just couldn't quite move the ball on offense, and that explosive offense with the aerial attack, especially on the other side in purple, just so very talented. And so just a tough night at the ballpark, and you're going to have those from time to time. And so you give a tip of the cap and a nod over to the Huskies, and that's kind of where you take that, and then you just move on to the next matchup. What's coming up next for all of us? Well, let's take a look at the old schedule here. With the Wolves, they fall to 1-4 on the year. Their next matchup is going to be at Foley next week, across the way, just down 23, over there against the Falcons in that matchup. For the Albany Huskies, their next matchup will be at Little Falls. That'll be on the 3rd. Just kind of across the way, even from where we're at, just up Highway 10 on that one. What's next for us here on Q Media? Well, we got a couple of games still going on in football. If you want to flip over to one of the other YouTube streams, or be able to hit either 106.5 FM, WCMP, or 95.5, nice 95.5 KBEK, be able to find some of those other games. What's coming up next for us on the broadcast is going to be next week. Take a look at the calendar of events going on. Right now, we got a couple of games scheduled for Tuesday in volleyball. I believe I'm going to be out at the ballpark. It's going to be Pine City at Ogilvie volleyball on Tuesday. Then East Central Rush City with Ethan Game Day Gilman. Aiken at Bram volleyball with Adam Hefty. That'll be my next game, and then we move on from there. A handful of Thursday volleyball games, and of course, Football Friday once again next week as we work our way through the fall football and volleyball schedule here on the Q Media family of networks. I want to thank all of our sponsors, especially the Milaca Sports Boosters, as I've mentioned a couple of different times throughout the course of the night tonight. Can't say enough about what they do for us. If you go out to any of those businesses, make sure you mention you heard their ad here, to be able to know that they are getting value for what they are being able to help us do. Without your support of them, they're not able to support us, and we're not able to bring these games. And so it's kind of a whole circle of life. So definitely, if nothing else, even if it's somewhere you go all the time, make sure that you mention, you know what, I did hear your ad on the YouTube stream or on KBK when you go out there. We would really appreciate if you're able to kind of help us out with that as well. Just always nice to be able to make sure the businesses know that people are listening and that they're checking in. So want to appreciate all of them for all that they do. Want to thank you, our listening audience, for sticking with us throughout the course of the game tonight, 42-8, your final. My name is Andy Beckstrom for the Q Media Sports Team. And until next time, have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Are you tired of the same old low-quality meat? Want to know where your food comes from? Check out Milaca Meats. They're your local butcher, dedicated to providing you with the freshest, most flavorful meat raised and processed right here in central Minnesota. From juicy steaks to savory sausages, they've got it all. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just looking for a delicious weeknight meal, Milaca Meats has you covered. Visit their retail store or order online today. It's meat the way it should be. Milaca Meats, from hoof to hook to you.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.